We should have a real conversation, John. Is Tatum still Paul George?
Oh, yeah.
No, he's not.
John, stop. That
Fucking
takes
idiot.
Indiana Paul George.
now.
Indiana Paul George is arguably top 5.
I gave you an opportunity, John. I gave you an opportunity to grow as a man.
But what you're missing, Dels, is that PG was a top 3 MVP candidate. Tatum's never been that. And on top of that, in Indiana, he was taking teams to conference finals. What do you mean, how many years?
How many years was Paul George a top 3 MVP candidate? How many years?
One time. 2019.
One time.
Tatum's
shoulder injury. But here's the thing.
So we're taking that one year. Oh, my God.
Before the leg injury, this was a man going toe-to-toe with the
let it go.
Ray, if you can take a horse to the lake, you can't force it to
John, I am the PG.
You know what I mean, bro?
Like, let it go. Let it go.
Listen,
John, let me ask you something.
Riv, these guys like to start watching basketball in 2023. They don't know.
You know what's ironic about that? 2022 Jayson Tatum's better than 2019 Paul George.
That's not true. That's actually not true.
No, it's actually 100% fair.
Yeah, that's when we start lying and we can't do that.
No. Jayson Tatum 2022 had a jump shot.
PG-13.
John, let me ask you something.
You disgust me.
There were 2 moments where the Pacers took the Heat down to the wire in the conference finals. That first year, how many points do you think Paul George averaged in a regular season?
17.
Okay. The second year, how many points did he
21.
average? Okay. What the fuck are we talking about? You acting like he was like 25 a night. Like
he
what?
Was year 3, 17 a game. He's still the best player in team with the conference finals.
Yeah, they had an overall great defense. They were a great defensive personnel.
Oh, Joel.
Best win defender.
He was.
Yes, Paul George was. Who was the best rim protector?
Well, he's not rim protector.
Well, who was their best offensive player? It was him.
Come on. Listen. They only know PG-13, Riv. They don't know PG.
The best. Hold up. For one, the best
never existed.
No, we can talk about.
Believe it or not, it was.
Nasty, man.
Are you telling me Paul George is a what if?
First of all, John, stop saying we. We are not on the same page. I'm not with this take. Stop saying we. I'll defend
the world.
Die on that hill,
because John, the best version. The best version of Paul George was OKC Paul George.
And the best version of Tatum couldn't win Finals MVP.
The best version of Paul George lost in the first round.
Hey,
he wasn't healthy.
Oh my God!
Tatum lost in the first round once upon two, and he was healthy.
I didn't want. God, come on.
So let's clarify the cat thing. So cat,
want me to clarify? I'm not.
No, I want no clarification.
Yes, no, that is maybe disrespectful to Jayson Tatum.
Listen,
you're what's wrong with the NBA, John. You're what's wrong with the NBA.
I think that. What's that?
You're what's wrong with the NBA. This type of media. You're what's wrong with it.
Please give me a break.
This new media.
Tatum's
gotta have a take.
He's a top 5
Gotta
player.
be outrageous.
But at the end of the day,
how are you a top 5 player, not a superstar?
It's a clear gap between the top.
Tatum's not a superstar. Oh,
John, are you an idiot? Answer the question.
Tatum's not a superstar. There's 4 superstars in this.
Tatum's not a superstar. He had 40, 12, and 8 last
night. Wait, hold on. Who are your 3 superstars?
It's easy. Jokic, Giannis, and Luka.
So SGA is not a superstar.
And Shea's 4.
LeBron is not a superstar.
Steph's not a superstar.
Yeah, absolutely.
Steph Curry is not a superstar.
John, why is SGA a superstar?
I should
He's
jump
one of the best guard teams of all time. He's number 4 for me.
Let's go through Tatum's regular season. Let's go through Paul George.
Hey.
What's that to do with that?
Because that's all SGA got some regular season moments.
No, he's a great playoff performer. We're gonna see it this year. Listen,
he's got what, 3 rounds under his belt.
Tatum has the all-time record for points in a game 7. John, please. Tatum has some moments in the playoffs. Please.
I'm not. Paul George
John, he went tip for tat with Giannis. Now
don't say you're not disrespecting Tatum because Paul George in the biggest moments every time in high-level situations he fucking chokes.
Not every time.
Not every time.
At the end of the day, I believe Tatum is someone that I fairly acknowledge, but at the same time, I think Paul George underappreciated. At his best, he was a top 10 player in the game. And I think
they're underappreciated, John. If you say shit like this is why he's not underappreciated. Because
you're overrating him.
You are.
John, how many years was Paul George top 7?
3.
No.
2-3 years.
You're lying.
John. When were those years?
Tatum's walking into what, year 5, being like a borderline top 5 guy?
Yeah, but listen, you guys really drag on to this for a long time. It was never a longevity thing. It was a peak thing. It was never a longevity thing. And he's not a superstar, and that's okay. There's 4 of them.
No, being a superstar, you got to be good than more than one fucking year, John.
PG is never a superstar. I'm never saying he was, and neither is Tatum.
Wait,
you love to hate on to this. I think there's 4 of them. I hold
some people are born idiots. Some people learn to be an idiot. I think you learn to be an idiot.
John, this is bad. This is like an all-time bad one.
John, wait. I have a question. This is a genuine question. So you only look at 4 guys as superstars
right now for the entire season. Steph is not a superstar start this year. The entire year, so it's
LeBron's not a superstar. LeBron's not a superstar.
LeBron's not a superstar. Wemby's not a superstar.
John, what's your definition of a superstar? Let's ask that first.
There's a lot of things that go into it. But
listen,
what's your criteria?
I would say if I had to define a superstar, it's a guy that, despite what his supporting cast is, will carry a team to a certain threshold, which is either 50 wins or being able to consistently win you a playoff series.
The first year SGA was All NBA, his team was the 10th seed.
I'm finishing my sentence. Or being able to consistently
I just want to keep track.
Well, he never said SGA was a superstar then. He's saying he's now.
So we know he uplifts. Go on. What else?
His team's stacked, though.
His team, he's been doing this his entire career. It doesn't matter who the fuck is there.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying SGA. I'm defending Tatum.
No. When I say he can consistently win you 50 games by himself, in 2021, the Celtics fell to a bottom 2 seed in the playoff standings. That was not him carrying the 50 wins.
John, look at that playoff roster, John. Tell me if SGA is carrying that to a top 2 seed. We were starting Evan fucking Fournier.
You were.
Be serious, John.
Mm-hmm.
John, go look up the starting lineup right now. Do you want to go through it?
We don't have the time for that tonight.
John, I don't think it's smart for you to die on the Paul George hill.
Still got a fucking game and drop 50
against the team that only lost 3 times.
Does Paul George ever have a game like that or no?
We're off the Paul George stuff, please. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys have been holding on.
The Nets, when they played, lost 3 games. 1 to Colin Sexton. It took him hitting 11 threes. One of them was to Jayson Tatum in the playoffs, and it took him dropping 50.
If you want to say Tatum's better, I'm fine with that. But I just look at them as two players.
So you don't think Tatum's better?
Thompson and Romeo Langford.
Tatum is better.
Christ.
But
who is carrying that to a top 2 seed? Who?
Tatum's a superstar, bro.
It was Evan Fournier, Romeo Langford. Help me out.
Thompson, Marcus Smart, Jabari Parker was getting minutes in this series. By the way, Jabari Parker.
Wait, hold up.
But that's focusing the 5 games.
Hey, but you're talking about a playoff series and not his starting lineup in the regular season.
You're not
that's
looking
unfair.
at the 82 games. Looking at 5
was at the end of the year because of all the injuries. And
I know, but what were the starters though? Who started the most games?
A 5-game sample, and they're all.
It was Kemba. It was JB. It was Tatum.
It was Kemba. Fucking knee shot.
He averaged like 19 though, or 16, right?
It was but it was
Kemba was terrible.
Year.
Let's not just
he was terrible right after that. He was really bad, but that year he wasn't completely washed this yet.
I will say
he averaged 19. It was Tatum, Brown, Kemba, Smart, Evan Fournier, Daniel Tice, Pritchard. This is like I don't know, was getting like 10 minutes a night.
Yeah, young Pritchard.
Thompson, Jeff Teague, Grant Williams, Semi Ojeleye.
I haven't heard that.
Aaron Nesmith, like year 1, maybe year 2.
Ooh, Nesmith, very good.
Interesting.
You guys have been hating on this for a while. Tatum's the better player to me, but I look at them as 2 guys in the same tier. I don't really think it's that crazy to say. Everyone else does, but that's what I saw with him in 2019 in Indiana. People love to hate on to a take. They love to react to it.
Dude, you just said Tatum wasn't a superstar. What do you mean hang on to a take, brother?
John, did you watch the game?
Peter, Steph, or LeBron in that group either?
John, did you watch the game against the Lakers this 1 day ago, 24 hours ago? Did you watch that game against the Lakers?
I've also watched him in the playoffs too offensively.
Say it again?
That's part of it. I've watched him in the playoffs offensively, and that's where I've said, yeah, he's a franchise player, but he's not in that top 4.
So when he dropped 30, 11, and 6 in the ECF last year, that wasn't enough?
Pacers defense, yes. Against a defense that was bottom 5.
It's just always something.
Look,
John, against Milwaukee's defense.
All
right, John. Against Milwaukee's defense.
I'm not going to argue with stupidity. We can move on. I'm straight.
It's gone from a Celtic fan.
So, I'm not a Celtics fan. I'm far from a Celtics fan. Jayson Tatum, against one of the best defenses in the league at the time, the Milwaukee Bucks, he went out there band for band with arguably the best in the world and beat him on Giannis's home court.
Question. So, John, based off your criteria, Is Cade a superstar?
I think he's getting there. He's entering the Tatum discussion. Guys are 5 to 10.
He's
Is
entering the
Wemby a
Tatum
superstar? Yes or
conversation.
no?
He's a top 15 player this year. He's all NBA for sure. I'd have him second team.
John, I asked you this question earlier. I'll ask you it again. What else does Tatum have to do?
Just have a more efficient offensive playoff run to me in that crucible. Once he does that, you can put him into that same tier. But I look at everything else he does defensively, the rebounding, the playmaking. That's his best case. I want to see his scoring come together in the playoffs. And once it does, with those other three factors, I'll put him at superstar.
So are you telling me that for most of his playoff career, that scoring hasn't come together, or just in this recent run?
In the most recent couple of years.
That was just looking up something.
Yeah.
So the other runs, you're not holding
Don't
weight
look anything
in this
up, bro.
discussion.
You're good.
Not as much. His first couple of years, I think he was right there. But
okay, he's right there, Dels.
Wait, so he's 5th in the league to you? Like,
Hey,
I mean,
no,
he's the
right
next
there.
closest player. My criteria is a lot more stringent, a lot more tough to get into than your guys is, but he's still
fucking clearly. If LeBron and Steph aren't superstars, John.
True. This is currently right now this season. It's
LeBron
not
James has been one of the 5 best in the world this season.
You're saying the Lakers are better without him 3 months ago off the floor. You will. That's okay. Can we move on to DK Metcalf? I got a lot of homework.
Me?
I got a lot of homework to do tonight. I thought DK Metcalf.
Me? I said the Lakers are better without LeBron.
A long time ago.
He edits everything, bro.
I would say that, John. Me.
No, it was not on the show. It was not on the show. It was behind the scenes. I don't remember that.
That doesn't sound right.
Because their plus minus was better with them off the floor. You're saying LeBron fucked up everything he's on. It's okay. I think this is where we pivot to football.
John,
no,
John,
no, because now you've gone.
John, you started a war, brother.
Mistake.
I got a lot of
So
homework.
LeBron James. Let's say
I got a lot of homework to do tonight, bro.
Let's live in this world, John.
I don't got much time.
John doesn't got time for this combo.
John, let's live in this world where I said the Lakers are better with LeBron James. Let's live in that world. I'm dumb as fuck then. Clearly, right, John? I'm stupid as fuck.
No, I don't think
that
means
smart. We're both stupid
I
as
think
fuck.
you're smart. I'm dead.
No, because then it makes it
smart people say dumb things.
Both of us that we don't know basketball, and that LeBron James is still, when healthy, one of the 5 to 6 best players in the world. Correct? That would make that the case.
But 3 months ago, you're saying when their plus minus is better with them off the floor, that he fucks up everything in the game.
No, that's not even what I said. I don't give a fuck about plus minus.
I'm quiet, but when I listen to something, I can remember it.
John got that crazy memory.
He's not cooking. Y'all are casting air. He's not cooking.
Johnny.
Plus minus is irrelevant to me when it's LeBron.
John trolling, bro.
John, quick question. Would you say Luka is an efficient playoff performer?
Oh, you look deep. He hasn't been last year and a half.
Okay, because just career-wise, Luka is about 57% true shooting throughout his playoff career. Tatum last year was a little bit lower, 55. The year before, 59. The year before that, 56. So he's been basically what Luka's been throughout his career, true shooting-wise.
I think you make a. Is Tatum's higher for his career?
Huh?
Is Tatum's career true shooting higher than Luka?
Tatum's at 56.6. Luka's at like 57 flat.
Part of what I use to kind of judge a superstar too is what you're doing with the supporting cast or given. And a lot of those years with Luka, when Kristaps wasn't healthy, it was so thin, the shot creation after him, that his load was kind of unrealistic for most stars to handle.
Yeah, I mean, when he had like one real run, for sure.
How about Tatum going to the finals in 2022 with that supporting cast?
What did you forget about what Luka did to the Clippers twice? It was a first-round series, but he was a mega star in those series. What are you talking about?
Absolutely.
Tim Hardaway kind of serving as that extra second half.
There's a reason why Luka in the playoffs is second in points per game. Where does Tatum rank in the playoffs in points per game? In the hundreds?
I know where Luka ranks in titles. 0, buddy.
Oh, wow.